Hey, Nickie Brown here. No matter where you are, no matter what part of the world you're in, I hope that you're having a good day. So, there are certain words that I do not use because I understand the etymology of those words and I know what those words are doing to the subconscious mind, so I choose not to use them. And for people who don't understand that, they think it's weird, um, or they'll accuse you of other things that don't even make sense, but it's because they don't understand it and they have a fear and they just want things to stay the same, right? Most people don't like change. So if you introduce any type of change, um, they will do their best to sometimes belittle you or make it seem like you're just operating out of your ego because you don't want to listen to them and go along with what they're saying, and things of that nature, when that may not even be true. Um, but again, um, if somebody does not have the same knowledge, they don't trust or believe in what you're saying, and so they don't want to listen. And again, they might want to make it seem like there's just something wrong with you, um, and they will avoid you, and they will even tell other people to avoid you. And that's fine. One of my, actually, two of my teachers' last name is Bay. One of them is Dr. Yafa Bay, right? And um, you can learn from her. Um, I know that some people will have more respect for what is being said because she has doctor in front of her name. Um, I did, my degree is in English, so again, I learned a lot about words while earning my English degree. Um, and so this was just the knowledge that she presents is just an extension of that, right? Um, Another Dr. Bay, a guy, also presented information from a different perspective. They are no relations to one another, by the way. And I've learned from others along the way as well. But again, those two have doctor in front of their name, and I know that some people will have more respect for the knowledge that is being shared simply because they have doctor in front of their name. Although titles don't make anyone right, wrong, or indifferent, it's just that we've been groomed by society to respect people who have gone a step further and earned a doctorate degree in a lot of cases. Um, but just a regular person such as myself, sharing the same knowledge, again, it could potentially be dismissed. Um, and again, it's understandable. But again, it doesn't make me a bad person or any less of a person or beneath anyone or any of those things, because I choose to operate based on the knowledge that I have. And I think it's unfair and rude to dismiss someone simply because you don't have the same knowledge that they have. You don't have to listen to them, though. You can dismiss them if you choose to, but a lot of times when that happens, the truth of what they were saying will come back up again at some point in time. And so, you can ignore it, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go away, because it may potentially present itself in another person, because that's oftentimes what happens. And it may take months, weeks, years even for someone to grasp that knowledge of what the person was saying. Um, but then again, they may never open their eyes to that truth, and they may continue to deny it and just continue to hang on to what they've learned and accept that as the truth and not be open to learning anything else new. And that's fine too. And this is not coming from a place of judgment or criticism. But again, I think it's unfair to judge or criticize or even belittle someone who just does not share the same knowledge as you, who learns some different things, and are taught that they're wrong, or told that they're just operating out of ego, or that, whatever it is, simply because, again, what they've learned is different. Because it doesn't mean that what the person that's introducing this new knowledge is wrong. It just that means that sometimes people aren't willing to accept it, especially if they think they know more or they think they're better than. And again, especially if it contradicts what they were taught and what they learned. And I get it, right? It challenges people. It triggers a person. And a lot of times people can't handle the challenge or the trigger. As much as, we evolve and know better and do better, again, if it's someone, depending on the messenger, sometimes the message is still not received. And people will shoot the messenger. And I had someone say to me recently, oh, well, I know you don't believe in faith. And this is a very common misconception. People make assumptions when you don't use the words that they use. And again, this is not coming from a place of criticism. This is the reality of the situation. And I said that it's not that I don't believe in faith. I just don't use the word faith because, again, I understand the etymology of the word. I would use the words trust and understanding, which is what that means, right? But etymologically, faith is something different. It resonates differently within the subconscious mind. And again, this is what people don't seem to understand. When you say certain words, it has a certain reaction within the body and within the subconscious mind. And again, some people cannot accept that as truth. They just say, oh, well, you just don't believe. Because that is their level of understanding. It does not make them wrong. Again, they don't know how to articulate it other than their level of understanding. And again, everybody's not meant to understand. Some people will leave here the same way they came in. And for those who believe in reincarnation, you typically will come back the same way you left. And I just think it's important to be open-minded and being ready, willing, and able to actively listen to others, even if you don't understand. I always encourage people to do your own research. You don't have to listen to what someone is saying, but I don't think you should just immediately dismiss what they're saying and make them feel bad because it does not align with what you were taught or what you think or what you believe. And that's just me. So as always, love y'all. Later.